Hi, I'm Mary Peacock with Peacock Real Estate. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 incentives for homeowners to sell right now. Hi, welcome to my blog. I'm going to talk to you about the 4 incentives to selling your home right now. The biggest question that I'm seeing is homeowners don't know if they're able to secure their next home before selling. So what buyers are doing, they are giving the sellers tremendous leverage. They'll most already realize that the leverage enables a homeowner to sell at a good price. However, this leverage may also be used to negotiate time to find their next home, which is, in our terms, more occupancy time. So the homeowner could sell their home to the buyer at today's price, which will enable the purchaser to take advantage of current mortgage rates, so it's a win-win. In return, the buyer might lease the house back to the seller for a predetermined length of time while the seller finds a new home or has one built. This gives the buyer what they want while also giving the seller what they need, and it's a true win-win situation. Number 2, homeowners don't know if their current home will sell for the asking price or top market. This is the perfect time to maximize profits while selling a house. If you haven't all heard, our inventory is pretty low. So NAR just released a study showing that bidding wars are at an all-time high. I don't know if you've guessed it, but they are in a multiple offer situation in most houses. The study reveals that when comparing the first quarter of last year to this first quarter of this year, the number of offers on the home for sales doubled from an average of 2.4 to 4.8 offers. Whenever there's a bidding war, the price of the item escalates. So for the first time ever, the average U.S. home is selling for above list price. I said for the first time ever. Now, isn't that something? So if a seller is looking for top dollar sale, there's no better time than right now to sell your home. So number 3, homeowners don't know if they will get an offer without their home requiring work or updates. I get that question a lot too. Again, leverage is the greatest strength a seller has in this market. Due to the lack of homes for sale, many buyers are more willing to take a home improvement projects themselves in order to get the home they're after. And that's very true. So most times, the brand new kitchen that you put in or the carpet that you put in may not be the buyer's taste. They may prefer to do it themselves. So they may still give you an offer just because of the lack of inventory and do the home projects themselves. So a recent post on whether or not to renovate before selling notes. It may be wise to let your future homeowners remodel the bathroom or the kitchen to make design decisions that are best for their specific taste and lifestyle. As a seller, your dollars and time might be better spent working on a small cosmetic update. Like refreshing some paint, power washing the outside, sprucing up the flower beds. Instead of over-investing in your home with upgrades that the buyers may change anyways. Work with a real estate professional to determine the key projects will maximize your listings without overdoing it. And that is very good advice. Sitting down with a real estate expert advisor to go over what your return on investment on that project will be, or if it's even worth doing it. So if a seller is worried about doing work or updates on their home, they must realize that today's historically low inventory likely renders those projects less critical to the sale of the house because of the lack of inventory. So last but not least, let's talk about number 4. Homeowners don't know if they can have a quick closing process. So this is a concern as well. When speed is important, there are 2 points sellers should look at. And when there would be speed is when maybe you did find a house and that needs to close at a certain time, but you need to close your house in order to get this house. So it's pretty important to look at that timeline. So the time it takes for the buyer to find the home and the time it takes to close the transaction. So in the latest existing home sales report, National Association of Realtors explains properties typically remained on the market for 18 days in March. down from 20 days in February and from 29 days in March 2020. 83% of the homes sold in March 2021 were on the market for less than a month. Most in our area here in Mecosta County, absorption rate, which is how long it takes us to exhaust our current inventory that we have, most of it's under 1 month. So 18 days is fast. It's actually a new record. Here are the days the average house is in the market in each state. So there's a graph, and I'll share that with you if you like. But like I said, it is really not taking that long. 18 days is not very many. So if you want to know any more information on how you could put your home on the market and how long it would take to sell and what your options are to find your next home, please feel free to reach out 231-856-4456 or check out our website at peacockrealestate.com. Thank you again for visiting my blog, and until next time, talk to you then.